very warm welcome to my live. My name is Julie-Sian and I'm coming to you live from the UK. It's just 6 o'clock on Monday, the 12th of June 2023. I had to think then. I didn't know what day of the week it was. Oh my goodness me. Some say it's because I'm a lady of leisure and I don't know what I'm doing, but well, I certainly don't know what I'm doing. I'm not a lady of leisure. Wow, I've had a really busy day. And I'm rather tired. What happened? Well, I'll tell you what happened. My body decided it didn't want to sleep last night. Well, it done half give me a whole load of angel numbers. Oh, one thing after another. The first thing I got was hello, Colin. So what was the first? I went to bed and I was reading. It's a really fascinating book, and in the end, actually, I gave up trying to sleep and I finished it. It was really good, and I've learnt so many different things. Oh yeah, different perspectives and things. I looked and I tossed and turned and tossed and turned and tossed and turned. So it got to like 3:21, 3:21, and I just thought, oh, okay, angels, 3:21. I tossed and turned and tossed and turned, and the next thing I knew it was 4:32, another ladder number. By which time I was fed up of it, so I thought, I know, I will do some reading. So I started reading, and I got really engrossed in my book, and next thing I knew, it was 5:43, another angel number. Well, I thought, this is a bit funny. Another angel number, it's a ladder number, you know. And then I thought, right, so I'm going to have another go at lying down and going to sleep. So I sort of went back to sleep, tossed and turned and tossed and turned and looked at the clock, and it was 6:54. What the? I had all these angel numbers, but to me it was like so then I thought I'd toss and turn, and then I thought, do I get well? But I'd been out of bed a couple of times and made myself a cup of tea, etc. And I at one time I even had a what did I have? A shortbread biscuit. And I know, I get out of bed. Yeah. So that was 3:21, 4:32, 5:43 and 6:54. I was thinking, okay, universe, what am I going to be doing? What are these messages? And it's like, you know, the rockets, you know, they count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off. And it's like, okay, angels, I'm on the thing. But then I was watching a live today, and it's very interesting. This person was talking about, it was at noon, and it was like saying that he was coming up with, oh, I need like a safe word or something to, when he was getting fed up with things and going, what was the universe, am I meant to be doing this? And he was parked up in the middle of a forest with no one else around him. And his girlfriend turned around and said, oh, I've got this little yellow duck, what are we going to call it? And he said he was really grumpy and stuff. So he turned around, oh, I don't know. And he said, what do you call it, Lolly? And he just said that. With that, bearing in mind they're in the middle of a forest, suddenly and a van turned up, and this guy turns around and says, would you like some lollies? I've got loads of lollies left. I mean, you couldn't write this, you couldn't film it any better than that. It was like, what the, what's this out? Because he said, I'm all ready to chuck everything in, I'm fed up with this, and and it was like the universe saying, no, don't. No, don't. And then he was sitting there and he was driving this car, and it's sort of a rarish car, and someone comes up with a very similar car, again in the middle of the forest, and he goes, oh, we'll get chatting, they're chatting about cars. And he thought, you know, there's a whole forest here, go park next to me. But he did, and they got talking about cars and things, and they were saying, oh, where you're from. And this guy said, I come from this such and such a place. And the guy went, really? I lived there for 3 years. And he was like, what is the universe? All into coincidences. There is no coincidence. No coincidence at all. So that was it. So, but the other things I was learning today, very interesting. Oh, we got Colin. So don't forget. Oh, who else is here? I've just need to go. What we got? Oh, hang on. We've got Lavender. Hello, lovely. Good evening, Lavender Moon. Loving your chants. Thank you for sharing. She's coming up with some amazing chants. And you've got an amazing thing set for September with Bella Luna. Exciting times ahead for you. I'm so excited for you. So there was some things, and he was talking about looking at things from a different perspective and things like that, and how you look at things and how we're taught to look at things, etc. So I'm going to give you a little bit of a puzzle. Okay, you have a cake. This cake is a round cake, or it could be a square cake, it doesn't matter, but it's a cake, and you have to serve 8 people with this cake. However, you have a knife, and this knife, you know, is going to break, and you can only cut the cake 3 times. How are you going to get 8 equal pieces of cake if you can only cut it 3 times? Okay, let me know. How are you going to do it? I've been working on that today, so I know it's exciting. So that is the first perspective, all right? Because I want you to start looking at things from a different angle. And there's a hint. So you've got a cake. You have to cut it into 8 pieces, but you can only cut you've got a knife, but you can only cut it 3 times. Now, some of you are going, well, I cut it once, cut it twice. If I cut it a 3rd time, I'm only going to get 6 slices. But that's no good. You've got 8 people to feed. But you can only cut it 3 times because the knife will break. It's a wibbly wobbly knife. How are you going to cut this cake? And you're all going, how are we doing? 1 cut in each, 1 cut in each direction. So you go, cut it in half, and then across, that's 2, that's in quarters. So you've got 4 pieces. Okay? Got 4 pieces. How are you going to cut that to get 8 pieces? Unless Colin knows the answer. Okay, so you're all going, well, actually, if I go and cut it once more, because I've only cut it 3, I'm only going to get 6 pieces. Right, the answer is, yes, you cut the first one in half, so you've got 2 halves of the cake. You then cut it again, so you then got 4 quarters. But what you actually then do is get the cake, and instead of cutting it downwards, you're going to cut it straight through the middle. Ah! Colin's got it, yeah. You cut it straight through the middle. And then you've got 4 top and 4 bottom. Break off extra bits in my hands. No, you can only do it with the knife. But that's what you have to do. No, you had to use the knife. You had to use the knife. But yeah, I suppose you could do it. But it had to be equal pieces. So everyone else is going, right, apart from Colin, because you've got a logical mind, you have, because you were thinking outside the box. But how many people here are going, can't be done. You can only cut the cake 3 times, but I want it, whatever. But it's looking at things from a different perspective. So that's the first thing we've got to tell you to do, is start looking at things from a different way. Because everyone goes, oh yeah, you've got to cut the cake downwards. But as Colin said, yeah, the first 2 you cut in quarter. The 3rd slice, you cut it in through the middle. So you've got 4 top pieces, 4 bottom. Does that make sense? Because suddenly you're looking at the same problem things. Now the other thing is to say, how many times have you said to someone or to yourself, I can't do that because I don't know how to do it. Full stop. I don't know how to do that. Full stop. And that's it. But what if you change that sentence by adding a small word? And just imagine how it would open up. I don't know how to do that yet. I don't know how to do that yet. Just imagine how that will open up all your possibilities. Because it's like, I don't know how to do it. But you know what? I don't know how to do it yet. And this is what you've got to remember in life. Where you are at the moment, when we put you things and you go, oh, I don't know, I want to become run my own business. And then it's going, well, I don't know how to do that. How do I? But no, you don't know how to do it, but you don't know it yet because you haven't had the experience of it yet. How many of you, I don't know how to drive a car, but then you go and learn, because when you don't know how to drive a car, but I don't know how to drive it yet, You go and have a lesson and then you learn. I started to change that. I don't know how to do that, but I'm willing to learn. Yeah, and I'm ready to learn now. I love that. I love that. And that's great. And it's a change. And it's looking at things from a different perspective, from a different angle. And this is what the thing is. It's like, stop limiting yourselves. And this is where we're doing is, why do we limit ourselves? And just because that is the way it's always been done, the tradition, the tradition, we always do this, it's always done that way. But maybe start a new tradition. And starting a new tradition will start a new way of doing things. You're acknowledging how it used to be done. But remember, some of the way things used to be done were done like 50 years ago, 100 years ago. And things have changed. Yeah, 100 years ago, you would never have thought of having a woman, a female astronaut. Probably 200 years ago, you never even thought of having a woman up there. But now, women can train to be as an astronaut. They can. Change of plan, change of ideas. Yes, I can do it. I don't know how to do it, but I can learn it now, even being through what you're saying. Yeah, very, very true. So, why is it also you're limiting yourselves? I've spoken to this before about, I want to lose a stone in weight. And you can lose it, and you lose everything up until the last pound. And everyone says, I can't lose this last pound a lot, because you've only said, I'm limiting myself to losing a stone in weight. But instead of saying, I'm going to lose an abundance of weight that is healthy to myself. I'm going to lose an abundance of weight that is healthy to myself. And you will suddenly find that you will lose more than a stone. Because you've not limited yourself. And I've spoken to this about, saying, I want to win £1 million on the lottery. I want to win £1 million on the lottery. And you keep buying that ticket every week. And you're going, I haven't won again. But what was the winnings that week? The lottery that week was £12 million. The lottery was £24 million. The lottery was £5 million. But you're saying you only want to win £1 million. So the universe is saying, well, until that is what it is, £1 million, you're not going to win the lottery, because you're limiting yourself to that £1 million. But each week, you look at what the prize draw is each week in the national lottery in the UK. I'm talking about the UK, and it's saying, the lottery win is 12 million this month. It's a rollover. It's now 15 million. It's now 26 million. But if you just say, yeah, dear universe, I want to win £1 million on the lottery, you're limiting yourself. So why don't you just say to yourself, because you're worthy of more than £1 million. And most people go, yeah, I'll be glad of £1 million. But the thing is, I'm ready for an abundance. I'm ready to win a massive amount on the lottery. I'm not limiting myself. Hello, Tara. Hello, Andrea. Hello, all these beautiful people. Pop on and say hello. Does any of this make sense, the limiting yourself? And the card for the day on my YouTube channel, Julie-Sian 777, I'm just going to put that because I need some help. I need your help. And I'm not limiting to here, because I've decided I'm not limiting to ask people here on my live to come and join me on my YouTube channel. I'm going all over the place. I'm different groups. I'm messaging all my friends. I've got like 2,000 of friends, so I'm messaging them all. Please, have you subscribed to my YouTube channel? I thought, rather than just fade out, why limit myself to one place? Anytime I meet anyone, hey, join my YouTube channel. Why limit myself? Hello, Jeanette. And what the card is for the day on the YouTube channel. Okay, just busy yourselves for a minute while I do the dibbly-bob, bibbly-bob, bibbly-bob. I may or may not be doing card readings today. If I do, I'll be using Healing with the Angel Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. You need to be over 18 to have a reading. If you're under 18, parent consent parent needs to be there. Not allowed to give legal, medical or financial advice. Not allowed to give pregnancy advice. And it's for entertainment purposes only. If you choose to use it for any other purposes, it's down to you, nothing down to me. What's Lavender Moon? So I always tell my wee sis, yes, you can sit when she says, I can't do it, Nick, that it's off that, take that tea off does that word say, now I know it ends up shouting, yes I can, absolutely. Because my parents, I used to say, oh I can't do that, and my parents used to say there's no such thing as can't, so I used to say I cannot. I wish they turned round and said to me, you can't do it yet, but we'll show you how you can. We'll show you how you can, so you can do it. Okay, but what it is the card for the day on my YouTube channel was new beginnings, and what we're going to be doing today is talking about new beginnings of new ways of looking things, new ways of looking at perspectives. Now I had again this conversation is it's like, oh I never get the money because I've got self-limiting money blockages. Who says I've got money blockages? I've got money blockages and that's stopping me. Well, we don't actually have money blockages. That is a story we're telling ourselves, and we're stepping into that story. How many times are you living your life according to the story that people are telling you? People tell you certain things, so you then start living that life. The story is at school, you're no good at maths, you're in the bottom maths class. So you get told that you're no good. So you think you're no good at maths, you're no good at maths. I can't do maths, I'm no good at maths. And that's the story you told yourself. Oh, I can never be a mathematician, can't be maths. No good at maths because I was in the bottom class at maths. But I bet you all, if I said to you, you got the cake one, how do you divide a cake into 8? And you go half, quarters up. You can all do maths. Just because you can't do maths at a university level, but most of you people here, I bet you can all count to number 10. I bet you can all. Most people here can count to the number 10. And most of you can add 1 and 1. That makes 2. 2 add 2. That makes 4. 4 add 4. That makes 8. How many hands up here? Who knows their 2 times table? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. Okay. Now how many of you thought to yourselves, I'm no good at maths. I'm no good at maths. I don't know maths at all. But you do. Just because someone has told you you're in your bottom maths, you've told yourself a story that you're no good at mathematics. You only know you're a creator, you're real about. But so you now believe that because people have told you, and you've created this lifestyle that no good at. But every day you go shopping, go, how much is that car? Oh, that's how much. Oh, look, that's a bargain. That's 20% off. Oh, I'm going to save myself some money. You're using maths all the time. So stop telling yourself the story. You are the creator of your reality, and a blank canvas for you to design makes this a magical life. Yeah, new beginning. So what it is what are these stories? But then you start living that life and proving it. Because someone tells you you can't do it, you then start doing that because you think, well, they're telling you I can't do it, so I'm going to live a life that I can't do it. You're creating a life from what people are telling you. You can't be an astronaut. What do you mean you can't be an astronaut? Oh, you can't be an astronaut because you haven't got the right qualifications. So you go, I can be an astronaut. I haven't got the right qualifications yet. But I'm going to get the right qualifications and then I can train as an astronaut. Stop living your life from way people are telling you, because we're all doing that. We all live our life how people are telling us, all dictating. You can't do that because of our religion. You can't do that because of the community. You can't do that because the MPs tell you that. You can't do that because of this. You can only do it this way. You know, when it's Meditation Monday, and how many people have said, oh, when you meditate you have to sit in the full lotus and go That's how you're going to meditate. Bullshit to that. But how many people have been put off with that because you can't meditate? Meditate is taking a moment to yourself and just go breathing in 2, 3 and out 2, 3. Breathing in 2, 3 and out 2, 3. You don't need to sit in the half lotus or the full lotus. You don't need to lie down. If someone starts telling you this is the way you have to meditate, Well, it may be their way, but tell you what, it's not my way. And don't listen to them. If you find that you can't sit in the full lotus and you can only sit in the half lotus, you're still going to do the meditate, because if you're so busy trying to get your body into the full lotus and so busy just going all the time, and you're so uncomfortable, you're not going to meditate. But why not sit comfortably in the half lotus and just listen to a guided meditation? Do your thing. Just because someone tells you it's done that way, look at it a different perspective. Why? Because we are programmed and we don't want to upset them. Oh, that's the way to do it. You do it this way. I've talked about it before. The little kid says, teacher says, what colour are carrots? What colour are carrots? We're coming out of the thumb. And everyone goes, oh, they're orange. Carrots are orange. Carrots are orange. Yes, carrots are orange. And the little boy goes, no, they're purple. And the teacher says, don't be silly, little Johnny. Carrots are not purple. They're orange. And the little boy, no, they are purple. Oh, they are purple. Don't be silly, whatever. And he goes, look, here's my lunchbox. And he opens up his lunchbox and inside is a purple carrot. And the teacher's going, whoa, I didn't know that. Now that teacher, as a little child, was told carrots were orange. She went to teaching school, carrots are orange. Her parents told her carrots are orange. You see pictures of snowmen with an orange carrot. But she's now been educated by a 5-year-old. She goes, oh, carrots are purple. Didn't know that. Purple broccoli, etc., etc. But she didn't know that, so she was telling that. But now she's been told, and she's been sown a thing, and they go, what other vegetables? And I remember some kids growing up, and they only ever knew, and I'm going to probably get this round the wrong way. To them, an apple was red. Apples were red. And someone turned up for lunch. They go, what's that? It's a green apple. Apples aren't green. If you have a green apple, and they're green apple, you what is it? I remember when I was growing up, we had a Spanish au pair. Yes, we had a Spanish au pair. And I remember, and this is my first exchange of things, that in Spain, they eat green tomatoes. Why? When they pick all the top, because all our tomatoes used to come from Spain. Out of season, our tomatoes would come from Spain. The Spanish would pick green tomatoes, but by the time they arrived in the UK, they would be orange and red. Okay, they wouldn't be green. But in Spain, because when she grew up, she only ever saw green tomatoes. And for her, this is our Spanish au pair. Actually, I think she was Portuguese. I'm correct. She was Portuguese. She'd only ever had green tomatoes. And when she came to work for my mum and she saw all these red tomatoes, she went to throw them out. And Mum goes, whoa! What are you doing throwing out red tomatoes? And she goes, oh, in Spain, if we have a red tomato, we have to bin it. The reason being is if they pick a red tomato, by the time it got to the UK, it would have been off and it would go mouldy. So they always told that if there was a tomato that was orange, to bin it and to eat green tomatoes. But my mum went, we don't eat green tomatoes, we have to wait until they ripen and we eat them orange. But again, it's looking at it from a different perspective. So tonight, the card on my YouTube was New Beginnings. And it's a new beginning, as I was just going to say, about this money mindset, the mindset that we've got. I've got these blockages because I've got a blockage from a mindset. Well, he said to me today, and it was like and I had like a light bulb moment. It's like these stories we tell ourselves are an excuse and a reason why we're not doing anything. I'm not going to get all this money because I've got this money mindset blockage. I've got a money blockage. That is an excuse I'm telling myself. The reason we're going to go. And the reason why I don't go for this is, I've got a money blockage and I've got to work on this money blockage. Well, that's bullshit. That's a story and a lie I'm telling myself. It's an excuse. And it's like, You know, why am I procrastinating? Well, it's like, you know, I put things off and put things off. And it's like, no, I'm no longer and I tell myself I'm a procrastinator, and I live the life as a procrastinator, putting off. But now it's like, you know what? I'm a life as an actioner. Now, I tell you what happened is it got to 5:30. I had a really busy day today. And I suddenly realised I haven't recorded the reading for tomorrow yet. I haven't recorded the card reading for the day, card for the day for tomorrow yet. I pre-record them the day before. And it's a known fact, because especially if it's like, oh, we got a full moon or a new moon, I usually do it the day before, etc. Blah, 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 blah. So I was sunny, and it was 5:30. Now, in the past, I'll go, oh, it's only half an hour. I haven't got time to do it. And I thought, you know what? My TikTok is literally 20 seconds long. My reel on my Facebook is 20 seconds long. Actually, it's the same thing. So it's 20 seconds long. My reading is normally just under 3 minutes long. It was 5:30. I don't go live until 6 o'clock. So instead of going, oh, you know, I'll mess around, I'll play a game on my on my phone, I'll do a quick game of solitaire or stuff, waste half an hour, potter around. I thought, no, the TikTok is 20 seconds. Hello, the card for the day is from Healing with the Angels Oracle cards, and the card is New Beginnings. 20 seconds. And then it's, hello, the card for the day is from the Healing of the Angels and the New Beginnings, New Start. You don't need to wait for a Monday. You don't need to wait for the first of the month. That was the talk. But it was like less than 3 minutes. I had 3. So instead of procrastinating and then doing it at 3 in the morning like I normally do, I thought, you know, I've got time to record it. Now, it isn't edited yet because I've done a few more recordings because I'm away next week at Glastonbury. So I'm pre-recording some edit things. So I've done a whole load of recording in half an hour, and it's like bing, bash, bosh. I've got time. A new beginning, a new mindset. I'm no longer using the excuse, oh, I'm a procrastinator. I'm an actioner. Does any of this make sense? Who have we got? We've got Sally. Hello. I'm okay, thank you. Of cracking headache. Oh, bless you, bless you. So we've got the lovely Colin, who knew how to cut. You've seen that. You must have read the same book. Okay. We got lovely Tara. We got Jeanette. We got Lavender Moon, and we got Sally. We got some amazing people. Now, don't forget to share if you're able to share. The new beginning is now. Absolutely. I've talked about, you know, when people say, oh, one day I will do the recording a radio show for 3 weeks time tonight. Yeah. Well, I've recorded, I'm recording 3 weeks in a row because I recorded for tomorrow. I've recorded next Tuesday and the following Tuesday because I'll be coming back from Glastonbury, and it's like, ooh, so I'm recording three days in a row. God, I had a migraine earlier in the week, and my daughter had a massive one on Sunday. So new beginnings. Why wait for the first of the month? Why wait for the first of the Monday? Why wait for the 1st of January? When it's like one day, and people use this excuse, I will do this when such and such a situation is ready. But I can bet you bottom dollar, when that situation is there, you'll find another excuse. Oh, it's not quite right yet. I haven't had the message from the universe. But you've said, you know, I'll do this when this situation's right. So the universe gives you those situations. But you still go, no. And the universe is going, hang on. You said when the situation's in the right, what are your stipulations? You've limited. When I've got this limited, this is this, this is this, this is this, I will do this. The universe has got you this, A, B, and C. But then you're going, no, I'm going to need a D and an E. Because it's one day. One day. Why not have that day one now? When are you going to have that new beginning? The new beginning of the new mindset. The new beginning of stop using these stories you're telling as an excuse. Just be honest. You know what? I can't be bothered. I prefer, it's much easier to complain and whinge. I haven't got any money. Why not? The new beginning is, what can I do to bring in more money? What can I do to bring in more money? I'm wanting a better job. What can I do to get better qualified, to get a better paid job? I want someone who loves me and respects me. What can you do to love and respect yourself? Or are you constantly comparing all these people to those bad boys in the past? Or the people that, you know, I don't want to go out with someone who's got brown hair because all brown haired people two-timed on me. But you're putting it out there. So therefore that's what you're going to go, you know what, I'm going to have someone who won't two-time me, who loves me for who I am. And if they do start two-timing, they're not the person for me because they're not respecting. If someone should two-time me, I'm not good enough for them. And you know what? I'm too good for you. I'm too good for you. You're not worthy of me. So, new beginnings. What is the new thought you're going to tell yourself? The new action. Because this is a new beginning. A new beginning is starting over. It's a new beginning. It's starting something. It's actioning. That's what this new beginning is action. If you really want your dream, you won't let anything get in the way of achieving. Yeah. But the other thing is why we sometimes don't have it, because when you start with your dream, and I've talked about this before, you're running your life, and you suddenly go, you know what, I've got a dream. I want this dream. But you only have that dream built on the experience you know up to that moment when you want your dream. Yeah, I want a pet elephant, pet elephant. But when you suddenly start realising I live in a flat and I've got no field and nowhere to keep it, and, you know, boom, 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 blah, blah. But then it's like you've then got that. But then you start the journey to achieve whatever it is. You start learning. But then what happens is, because you start this journey, you only limited to what you know. So what you have to do is you've got to then go, my dream is only going to be limited to what I know. When you start removing that and going, you know what, because you only know, so I'm going to go for this dream and this is the only way I'm going to do it because that's the only way. And then you wonder why you don't achieve it, because you become rigid, because you're stuck in the only way you know. But suddenly you discover, and it's like I say to people, you know, you only got one job and you want to have more money. How you come in, where are your other streams of income? And I never knew this. When I was growing up, I was just told, you go and get a job and you have a savings account and you earn all this money and you put some aside each month, blah, 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 but you're living on things. I never heard of a second stream of income. And then I suddenly discovered a second stream of income. So your salary, and then the second stream of income goes into your savings, and then you have another stream of income, and another and another. But it's like, oh, I didn't know that, because it's like, how am I going to, if I earn £20,000 a year, if I only ever earn £20,000 a year and I want £1 million, how long is it going to take me only earning £20,000 a year? However, and I don't know how many years that is, 500 years? I don't know. Not very good at maths. Well, I am good at maths, but I haven't got my calculator for that bit. Someone's bound to tell me. So, if you earn 20,000, and I'm not talking about tax and national insurance, let's not worry about having to pay that. But if you get a net sum, £20,000 a year, okay, that's what you get after tax and national insurance and all that gobbledygook. How long is it going to take you to earn £1 million? Now just suddenly think, and that's all you do, I go to 9 to 5, I'm never going to have it. However, if you suddenly go, you know what, I'm only working Monday to Friday. What happens if I have a second stream of income in the evening or on a Saturday and Sunday? And on a Saturday and a Sunday I go car booting. 50 years. Oh, thank you, Colin. 50 years. That's a lifetime, isn't it? Thank you. I knew someone. Did you see Colin was good at maths? I was nearly there. I think I said 50 years, didn't I? So, but if you don't want to wait 50 years, I want to make it in 40 years. I want to retire early. I don't want to work until I'm 70. I want to retire when I'm 60. Okay? You need a second stream of income. And just think, if I just did a car boot once a week and earned £100 over 50 weeks, because you want 2 weeks holiday, that's £5,000 extra a year you'd have earned by earning £100 a week and doing a car boot sale. That's, I need 2 weeks off for Christmas and your birthday. So that's 5,000, 50 weeks at £100, 50 weeks at £100 is £5,000. Good evening. So that will bring you in an extra £5,000. So now, if you do that one year, that's 5,000. Another year it'd be 10,000. Another year it'd be 15. Another year, and it's like, yeah, I'm now going to be getting my £1,000,000 in less time. But if you then put that money, that extra, put it into a savings account. Not that you get much savings percentage at the moment, but you know where I'm coming from. Second stream of income. But we've got to start thinking of a different way of looking at things. And when you suddenly realise, because they say, isn't there, there's more than one way to skin a cat, or skin a rabbit. Oh, awful saying, awful saying. But it's true. There is always more than one way of doing things. There's another example. You have a box of pins and you have a candle. You got a box of pins. The pins, like, I don't know, pins, needle pins, you know, sewing needles and pins, you know. So you've got a box full of pins and you've got a candle. And they say, I want you to attach the candle to the wall. Okay? All you've got is the box, the pins and the candle. Now, you're probably going, right, if I melt the candle, the wax will stick the candle to the thing. But you haven't got a match. You've just got a candle and a box of pins. I know, I'll take a pin out and stick it through the candle and stick it to the wall. However, the candle is quite thick, and when you put the pin in, the wax breaks away. And you're going, right, well, you know, how am I going to attach things? Well, what you do, think of things differently, because you've got to attach this candle to the wall. All you've got is a box of pins. Now, what if, so you're all going, yeah, we melt the candle wax will go there. No, I'll use the pin and stick it through the candle. How about this? You've got the box of pins. Empty out the pins out of the box. It's a cardboard box. I forgot to tell you it was a cardboard box, okay? So it's a cardboard box. You've got an empty box. You use the pins to attach the box to the wall, and then you stick the candle into the box. Now, how many of you thought of that? You were all thinking, yeah, I've got to attach this candle to the wall. Yeah, I've got them out, but you haven't got things. Did any of you think of, I know, if we attach the box to the wall, we can then rest the candle in the box and it's attached to the wall via the box. I can see you in that old elephant in your flat. You're having to think of things a different way. To have a look at things in a different way, put the candle in the empty box, pin in the box. Yeah, you pin the box to the wall. That's correct. That's what I said. I did. And then you pin the box to the wall, and then you put the candle in that, and you do it. But most people go, oh, I know, you melt it, because they think a candle, you wax it. How many people thought? Jeanette said, oh, right, you've got a logical mind. I love it. People, oh, you go that. I love it. But it's these things are looking at things from a different way, because most people go, oh, I know, melt the candle. You like the candle, wax it. Stick that to the wall. But hang on, no candle. So, thinking outside the box. Well, actually, this is using it. So it's a new beginning, new perspective. Look at things from a different way of looking at it. Don't just see the candle and the box and the pin as three separate things. It's like, oh, the box only holds pins. The box could actually hold the candle. Do you see what I mean? So, new beginnings. So this is what we're talking about today. New beginnings, all right? New way of thinking, and no longer using the excuse, oh, I can't do this. No, it's I can't do this yet, but I'm going to learn. Oh, I've got a money blockage. No, that's an excuse. You don't have a money blockage, this self-lack. It's like, it's like, that's your excuse. So I haven't got any money. Oh, it's because I've got this self-lack of belief. I've got money because I come from the poor side. No, that is the education that they told you. They told you you come from the left-hand side of the railway line, and people from the left-hand side of the railway line are poor. People on the right-hand side of the railway line are rich. So what you're doing is, it's not your money set, it's the self-limiting belief, the story that you're believing. But how many people have you seen, these self-made millionaires? Self-made millionaires, they started with nothing from the left-hand side, and they saw beyond, and they got the money. They're self-made millionaires. They didn't grow into, they weren't born into the money. Self-made millionaire. And what did they do? They didn't lose that. They changed to go, no, you know what, I'm going to go for this. A new beginning. Loving these different perspective exercises. I know, going to give you brain ache, even so. So now, this is the other thing about my Pathfinder, and I've talked to people about the Pathfinder, and I've said this before on people who had a reading. How many people have had a reading and you've gone, yeah, got all the advice, that's great advice, I love it, love it, love it, thank you for the advice, and you walk away and you don't do anything with it, and then you're still living in the same elephant manure. Now, some people, nowadays you've got a good phone, people go, oh, I've had that reading, can I photograph it? But you can't remember. But this is why when I do my readings, worth the brain ache, yeah, when I do my Pathfinder things, all my readings are done on Zoom. I really prefer to do it on Zoom because it is recorded. So it's like, yes, you go away, got it. But again, I've got so many clients who've had a reading, I've sent the recording, and then I contact them 2 months later to say, how's it going? Have you done the changes? And then the excuses come. Oh, I can't remember. I can't remember that. Oh, I can't even remember downloading it. Oh, can you send it to me again? Oh, I haven't had a chance to watch it back. Oh, life's got in the way. Excuse, excuse, excuse. But what is special about the Pathfinder reading is we get away that story, the excuse, I haven't had time. Because when you're having your Pathfinder reading, not only having your reading, you're actually getting some mentoring, how you can do it. So you're in a certain situation, you're here, and you want to be here, whatever it is, or you want to be here and you want to be here. Most people want to change. And actually, some people don't even know what they want. I speak to someone, what is your dream? I don't know. I do know, and I go, well, they do know they don't want what they want now. There's so many people, what is your dream? Oh, I don't know what I want, but I don't want what I've got now. But I don't know. And then it's like, right. So again, having a reading gives you clarity of what you really want. But the thing is, it's not just giving you clarity, it's mentoring and giving you suggestions on how you do it. We actually create an action plan. So what's so special about the Pathfinder, and this is what's so unique, and no one else is doing this, it's that it's taking your reading from here to here. And this reading now gives you a mini plan of action, things that you can go away and action straight away. And then you got the things that go, yeah, point 1, point 2, and then you got the accountability buddy of me kicking up your ass with your, what is it, Sally? Welly boots the other day, wasn't it? Not fluffy slippers, etc. But this is what it's about, is that you have this plan of action, right? You're going to do this? Yeah, but it's your plan of action, not mine, because it's your dream. It doesn't bother me if you don't go for it. But it's your plan of action, and we arrange it so it fits in with your lifestyle. It is. We've got a big storm happening, all the others missed us. So it's like, you know, so it's your plan of action, but it's suitable for you. And this is what's so amazing about the Pathfinder. So if any of you have had a reading, and how many here have had a reading and never done anything with it? No, I've got my hand up. I've had readings in the past, never done a thing with it. New beginnings, a new way of doing a reading, and it's taking you from here to here. I forgot to press send before, lol. Yeah, so press send. So new beginnings. Okay, shall we do some quick cards, because I've been on for 45. Has anything I've covered today? I've covered a lot. Oh my gosh. So it was meditation. It's Meditation Monday. Why should you meditate today? Because it helps give you clarity, and it gives you a moment to center yourself and to give yourself a moment to yourself, a moment to, when you're sitting there meditating for 5-10 minutes, it's your time, me time. It's allowing you to center yourself, to breathe quietly or noisily or whatever, and just to go, yeah, recenter. And it doesn't matter whether you just do a quick 1, 2, 3 in breath, 1, 2, 3 out breath, or whether you want to sit and do a meditation, a visualization of 20 minutes, 30 minutes every day, whatever it is. But you'll find your life will change just by doing meditation. Okay, who wants a card? Who wants a card? Who wants a card? Let me get that. So I've got a few people here. So a few people forgot to press before. I've been meditating today to get the concentration. Don't know what I'm going to be meditating later. It might help you with my brain. Yeah, it's the weather. It's the weather. It is the storm. It's really suppressed. It's the energy, and anyone who's an empath, such as like Lavender Moon, of course you feel the energy. Okay, Lavender Moon. Oh, Lavender Moon. Did you see what flashed up? I said, Lavender Moon, look. Concentration. Look what flashed up. You can ask, this is the universe. I don't, did you see me shuffle and shuffle and shuffle? And I was saying Lavender Moon, and what card comes up? There you are. That's the confirmation for you. That's what you've got to do tonight to help remove your meditation. Oh my God, I love that. Okay, Colin. Concentration. Yeah, it does help you concentrate because it gets rid of all that mumbo jumbo, gets rid of the monkey mind, it gets rid of all that, and it just helps you. I remember if it could stick at times. Yeah. So Colin, have we all shared this? Right, Colin, there's a Colin card there. Body care. Hey, is there any part of your body that you need to sort out, and have you checked out why it's there? And check out Louise Hay. No. Body care. Oh, you said you were going to give up wine. Have you listened to that and stopped the wine? Thank you. So yeah, body care. Oh, you were talking about your wine the other. God, I can't believe I'm remembering this. I'm glad you I'm sorry your car broke down at the weekend, but at least you got home all right. Body care. Is this the body care of the car? Maybe it's the body care of the cars, because you've got 2 out of 3 not working. So it could be the body shop for your cars. I don't know, Colin. But that's just popped into my head. Body care for your cars. Okay, we've got Sally. Anybody here, apart from Sally, who would like a card? So I've done Lavender Moon and Colin. So we'll do Sally. Who else would like a card? So we've got Sally. I know, I can't believe that. Sally. Anyone else apart from Sally? Homemade soup for dinner tonight. Worked out even better this. Ooh, you see, body care for Colin. Yeah, all natural ingredients. You know exactly what's gone in for it. None of this ready-made meals, she says. See what I've got for my dinner tonight. Okay. So, oh, hello, Andrea. So I'll do Sally and then Andrea. I'll do Sally and then do Andrea. When are we going to book your Pathfinder in? Who in here who hasn't had the Pathfinder? You're welcome, Colin. Enjoy this homemade soup. Sally has miracles. Ooh! And miracles do happen. And it's going to happen. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. It's going to happen, Sally. There's your miracle card. That's all I need to say for that one. Sally, you know what exactly we'll do. Yep, when did you make it? Right, so then we've got Andrea. I know, love it. Andrea. I'm only doing very quick cards today. I've decided that if anyone wants a full in-depth reading, I'm not going to do them anymore here, because I'm out doing myself readings. So if you want to take it, and don't forget to write this down. Write it down in your journal that you had the word miracles. Write down that you had the word meditation. Write down you had the body care, that it was today. And then you got it there. Okay, so, messages here. So Andrea, and then Jeanette. Sorry. Right, Andrea, apart from... thank you for sharing it. So Andrea. So anyone who wants a card from now on, I'm not doing long intro. Otherwise, I'm here for hours and hours. Okay, Andrea. Andrea has Archangel Michael. He's wanting you to cut away the bullshit, the excuses. Get your ass into gear, Andrea, and do it. Cutting the chains, your umbilical cord of the past. Cut away the toxic people. Move away. Don't use the excuse, oh, what happens about this, that. Doesn't matter what happens then. Just think about yourself. Cut the bullshit. There's his sword. You are protected. You are safe. The angels won't let you do anything that's wrong for you. You know, I don't have good things, but Archangel Michael is there to give you guidance and protection. But he's wanting you to cut away the excuses. Cut away the stories that people are telling you. Cut away the stories that you're telling yourself. That stories are limiting you. Cut away your limits. You are limitless, Andrea. Let's go for it. And then we have Jeanette. Jeanette. Apart from Jeanette, is there anybody else apart from Jeanette who would like a card? If you want to have a deeper, sounds delicious. Gravy is interesting. Oh, hang on. We've got a description of soup coming on here. Broccoli, leek, celery, green pepper, plus an assortment of herbs and spices and oddly gravy. Yeah! Vegetarian, or is it what gravy there? You're welcome, Andrea. Anytime. So if you want to know how to cut the way, you know where I am. Okay, Jeanette. Thank you all for sharing. I hope you've all pressed share. Please press share, because you don't know who on your Facebook profile really could do with the reading, and sometimes people you don't even know really need the guidance. So by sharing it, someone will pop on and then get the guidance that they need. So it's like, be a friend. Okay, Jeanette. Apart from Jeanette, is there anybody else who hasn't had a card? Yes. Thank you, Andrea. Oh, so sweet of you. If you want to tag some people in as well, tag people in. Let's tagging. Okay, Jeanette. Are you still there, Jeanette? Okay, Jeanette is nature. Well, Mother Nature is messing around with thunderstorms at the moment. Mother Nature is with the heat of the sun. I love it. And the rain, etc. like that. Nature. Maybe, Jeanette, we need to look at sort of more natural food rather than ready-made, pre-made. Oh, hang on. Right. Oh, didn't realise my battery was not on charge. Okay. Nature. Essential oils, crystals, aromatherapy. I'm loving healthy eating. Yeah. Grow your own vegetables. Maybe have some pet chickens and have your own homegrown eggs. Sorry, just panicking. My battery was about to die then. So I'm just holding it in place. Nature, get out and walk. Go out and paddle in the sea or in the river. Or don't be okay. Be safe. Go and tree hug. Do some tree hugging. I don't know, whatever it is, process. So whatever it is, Jeanette, you need to connect more with nature. Get into a natural sleep cycle. Get away from false lighting. Come away from your phone. People think, daylight. Get away off your phone. Get off the screen. Get off the fake light. Open up the windows. Get some fresh air. We need to get some nature into your life and get back to nature. Maybe you want to become a naturalist and walk around naked. I don't know. Depending on how you want to interpret it, Jeanette. Just sit under a tree. It can be as simple as that. Absolutely mons. Okay, is there anybody here who hasn't a card and I would like a card? Is there any questions anyone's got from what I've talked about today? If you want to book your own reading, you know where I am. If you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please subscribe. I'm trying to get 777. I'm not limiting it. I'm going to go smash it. My minimum is 777 subscribers by the 7th of July. That's my minimum. I believe I only need another 40. Ooh, only another 40 subscribers. So get me out there, people. Get me out there. Share my link as much as you can. Blah blah blah. And let's see if you can, with everyone here, can help me smash my target. I'm not just sticking it to 777. I'm going to go higher. My plan is to have 1,000 by the end of the year. That would be nice. But we're doing it in little steps. I think I managed to describe the other day. Oh, good on you, Lavender Moon. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Check it out. All my videos, especially next week. Next week when I'm not here. Next week when I'm not here in Glastonbury, there won't be any lives, and all my card readings will be on my YouTube channel. So if you want my YouTube channel card readings, you're going to have to be subscribed, because that's where you're going to get your card readings. Not here on a live. Nope, I'm not here next week. Next Wednesday, Thursday, Friday? Absolutely not. I'm rocking and rolling down in Glastonbury. Okay, thank you absolutely everyone for joining me tonight. 55 minutes and 5 seconds. Love it. 55 minutes and 5 seconds. So I'm going to end there. Thank you everyone who's joined me. I hope you've enjoyed the information I've shared. If you've got any questions, message me. You know where I am. And let's get those Pathfinders booked in, and let's get that new beginning starting today. Your day one is today, not one day, day one. Your new beginning, a new way of looking at things from a different angle. Okay, and 5 watching. I know, I love it, don't we? Well spotted. 5 watching at 55 minutes and 5 seconds. I know, love it, love it, love it. We love the 5. And what I've been having, like I said, I've messaged Lavender Moon. I had 321, 432, 543 and 654 today. You couldn't have written it better. I'm rather tired. I'm very, and I've been to the gym, and I did 3.3 kilometers in 33 minutes. And this is going to die, so I'm going to have to go. So I did 3.3 kilometers in 33 minutes today, so I've got all the numbers. Have an absolutely amazing evening, whatever you're up to. I've got to go and charge my laptop up. Have a great evening. Thanks for joining me, and we'll catch you all tomorrow night. Take care. Namaste. Bye bye bye. Bye bye.